When you talk about covering an election, those spheres,
I think the word here is fidelity to professional ethics. There will be a business that you need, but what is the long-term effect of that business? So the decisions have to be based on sound knowledge,
yes,
sound skills, and it's a very thin line. If somebody, for example, let me just ask this, somebody came with, you want business, and somebody came with an advert and said, all these guys are cockroaches. Huh? He's paying you $1 million bob to run it on page 1.
Yes.
Are you going to say, it's the money I'm going to go, or the message that you're going to go? That judgment calls for you, yes, the money, but what is the import of what is the consequence of me running this advert? So that's where the balance has to come in, that the business has to be moderated, and within, that's why those adverts that are coming, we take time to look at them and say, what is the message? What do you want to pass to the public? It's not just about money. If we go for all money, we can get anything. But we have a public duty, and even what we call a democratic and patriotic duty, to make sure that the whole unit of Kenya as a country still stays Kenya. Because if we blow it up, then even as we still exist in that space. So you professional ethics, because we have a code of ethics of the practice of journalism, that should be our guide in the way we are going to do this business of ours. We are in the business of information. The other commercial aspects which will come in, but they have still the bigger picture that we are journalists. Because they can, if they want to do an advert of any kind, they can as well hang it somewhere on the walls. But they are using this space, but they're coming into our space. That space has to stick and relate to the rules. And the good thing is that we have done a whole code that tells us how to handle the business. And where there is conflict, there is always a law. Because the Constitution itself in Article 33, 34, and 35 defines how we exist. And we are creatures of that Constitution. So we cannot do anything outside the Constitution. Then we have come further to the industry. We have developed our code that guides us. You as an editor, this is your responsibility. You within the advertising, what do you bring out? And at the end of the day, we have to do some fidelity to our code of ethics and the law.
Absolutely.